So the first exercise, there's 8 in the Duan Jin, right? Duan Jin, ba, which means 8. Duan Jin means brocade sections. A brocade is something it's a stitch work, right? You understand that word, 8-section brocade. So these are 8 exercises that we are knitting together, stitching together to create health. And the idea here is you have these meridians, these channels in your body. I don't know if you've heard of that. You know, if you read anything about Chinese medicine or acupuncture, it's based on these energetic channels that go through your body. And they discovered these thousands of years ago, and they don't exactly map the human nervous system as we know it through modern science, but it's very close, right? And it's still the same kind of system. So one of the obstacles to health that they discuss in Chinese medicine is either a lack of qi somewhere, or an excess of qi somewhere, or a stagnation of qi. So you can think about it like the electricity in your house. You know, if a fuse is out down in the basement with the light upstairs doesn't go on, right? You can also think about it like a garden hose. If you're out watering your flowers and the hose gets kinked, the water, you have a lot less coming out the nozzle. So you want to unkink the hose. And so these exercises, they work the meridians, they work the body. I think about it, it's almost like working dough. When you knead dough, bread dough, you move it in all directions, right? Or when you get massage, right? It's the same thing, so this is self-massage. So we'll get started with the first one. And the first one is Liang Shou Tuo Tian Li San Jiao. And that means 2 hands support the sky to activate the triple centers. And the centers, the 3 most important, or the 3 fundamental energetic centers in the body, what they call dantians. And there is one here, there's one here, and there's one here, right? So these are the 3 centers, and we're going to activate those with this exercise. So we'll begin just exploring the movement of the legs. So the legs go down and up just slightly. This is not intended to create a burn, nor should it cause discomfort in the knees. And what you can start exploring as you move this way is keeping that rotation in the coccyx, keeping the bow here, keeping the chin tucked and the baihui raised. So again, you can think about that marionette guy. He's got the string connected to your baihui, right? So you're just moving up and down like this. Can everybody feel that, right? And what you'll notice is your body, as you go down, your body wants to unravel from that good posture. So we want to work on keeping that up and down, okay? The next motion, and we're going to break them all apart and then put them together at the end. Fingers are interlaced, okay? The hands travel up the body. When they reach the chest or near the chin, throat area, they begin to turn over and they push straight up, okay? And as they do, you look up, all right? Now, one of the fundamental things to remember about this exercise is that the hands travel close to the body. We don't do this, right? They come straight up the center, okay? Let's try that again. We go up, hands begin to rotate, palms turn skyward. We look up, and now, if you look at me from the side, what I do is after I look up, I look forward and I pull the arms back a little bit more. Everybody see that transition? Okay? And then from here, I separate the hands. All right? Now, one more time, and this time I also want you to remember that there's another saying, internally bound, externally stretched. Remember we talked about the 5 bows? Everything's rounded. We want to keep that. So even when I'm here stretching, I don't want to fully lock out my arm. What I do is I push upward from the body. So my hands are pushing towards the sky, but my elbow's not completely locked. Nor is it straight when I come down. This is incorrect. I want it to be rounded, right? This is another concept in Eastern medicine. Round things allow flow, right? Okay, and stiff, blocky things don't. So we want to be rounded as much as possible. So let's do this again.
So we have always a bend.
There's always a bend in the knees. Sometimes it increases as we go down.
And our coccyx is
always tucked, yes.
Okay.
Baihui always raised, spine always bowed slightly. Very good. So this time we'll add what we do with the legs. So I'm here in this position. Fingers are interlaced, round those arms, right? Here come the hands. And as this goes up, I raise up in my stance. You see my knees are almost straight now. I look up, look forward, hands go back just a little more. And then I release, come down, and now I'm bending my knees coming down. So once I come down here, this is the end of the movement. Interlace the fingers and now I begin again. Up, raise yourself up in your stance. Look up, look forward, arms back, down, bend the knees. Okay, good, very good. Don't forget to keep those arms nice and rounded, everything's round. Now there's a couple things going on here in terms of coordination. One is the coordination of going up and down in the stance, along with moving the hands. Now this movement, I'm only traveling about 6 or 8 inches up and down. This is very long. I'm traveling several feet. So you have to learn how to coordinate it. I don't want to do this, up and then finish this. Or I don't want to down and then finish. I want continuity here. Boom, I've ended the movement. I've ended the movement. Did you see the timing there? Right, you have to get used to that. And then the other thing we have to coordinate now is the breath. So at the bottom of the movement as we come up, we're going to inhale. At this point, we're going to pause for just a second, and then as we release the hands, that's when we begin our exhale. So let's try that together. Okay, remember, align everything, coccyx turned under, spine is bowed, arms are rounded. Let's put the fingers together. Inhale, up. Look up and pause. Look forward, arms back, and exhale. Bend those knees as you come down. Inhale up. Look forward, arms back as you pause, and exhale. On your own. All right, very, very good. You can cut that right there, Tom.